Hi guys, in this video I wanted to show you examples of coil bells for your assignment. So coils are really just long ropes of clay like shown here, and you typically use your hands to roll them out, and then you build upon the coils to make different shapes. A lot of people tend to start off with coil vases, but I found bells are a much more entertaining way to use coils. So what your assignment will be for this project will to create 3 different bell designs and using different coil types, but I wanted to show you the different ways you can also do that. So for this first bell, you can see this zigzagging type of coil going on here, the circular one here, and the straight line coil that goes through it. So that's already 3 different coil types in just this one bell. These other ones, like this one, is actually quite smooth. The way this is done is that they build it up with coils and then they would smooth it with their fingers afterwards. So you could have a solid smooth coil, you would just have to put in a little bit more work to smooth it out afterwards. And then if you want to go even further after you smooth it out, you could also carve details like with this little owl bell right here. So for your bells, you need to focus on 3 main parts. The whole body of the bell will be made of coils, and that's what you'll mainly be designing. But when you're making it, you're also going to want to consider a hole for the crown that you'll leave there, but then you won't put a string to hang your bell until later on. If we were to put cord or rope into the kiln before firing it, it would actually burn up in the kiln because it gets so hot. So any kind of string or rope is added after the bell has been fired and when it's stronger. So you have the bell made of coils, your hole at the top for your string, and then you'll also want what's called a clapper, which is the piece inside of the bell that hits the side of the bell to make the noise. There's many different ways to make a clapper. You just want to make a sturdy one so that it has a nice sound, but also that it can fit inside your bell, because if it's bigger than your bell, of course, it won't be able to fit in to hit properly. Alright, and these are just some other examples of some bells, of some vertical stripes, some little flower indentation, little faces, just showing you all the different ways you can do. With this one, instead of having a straight hole that enters it, they actually extended the clay body ahead and then added a hole afterwards. And you see with these have little small clappers, and then these bells have longer clappers that hang down. And again, just more examples to show you the wide range of what you can do. Your bells will actually altogether add up to 9 inches. So you need to have at least 3 bells though. So you could do a 3-inch, a 3-inch, a 3-inch bell, or a 5, 4, 3 bell, or any kind of combination. You just want them to add up. The reason I asked you to do 3 separate bells is so that you don't have a 9-inch, very, very tall bell. You could do that, but then it comes out looking like a cowbell that most people don't like to keep. So I prefer you to make 3 more moderate sized bells than try and go for a 9-inch bell. But if you really want to be that big and that large and have fun with it, then let me know and we can make an exception for that. And again, just more examples. While you're making 3 separate bells, you also could have them be attached to one another. And you'll see that their little clappers are the little balls inside their mouth. And this one has a little dangle along with the clapper so that the wind is able to push that fish and make it hit more easily. So these are all different considerations you can have while making your bell. And these were bells that were in a storefront that were actually quite big. They were about 6 inches round. And they were quite pretty hanging. I thought they were a great example of nice ceramic bells to show you guys. And then for this last slide, I wanted to show you past student work. This person built their bell up with coils and then smoothed them out, and then applied these little delicate leaves and delicate flowers. They made sure to add their hole, and their clapper is hidden, but their clapper is within the bell. With this one, this person decided to make a little mushroom cap as their top, and then that clapper is the little mushroom stalk on the bottom, and then they had a more traditional smooth bell as their other one. And then these two show a smoothed out version of bells, and then bells with the coil still intact. So it'll be your decision on whether to smooth them out or not, but I wanted to show you different versions of these. All right.